to the 30-day real estate lead challenge, and in today's training, what we're going to do is we're going to set up an automated follow-up for all the leads coming in through your Facebook lead ad that you set up for your listing lead campaign, right? And the cool thing is we've got all the copy and paste templates for email and SMS right here. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to go into your chat account and you're going to click on workflows. So workflows is basically a way to set up an automated follow-up sequence with emails, with text messages, and you can do a lot of other cool things. So to do this, we're going to click on create workflow, and then we're going to click on start from scratch, and you can see we have other pre-built templates you can kind of check out a little bit later. We're just going to start from scratch on this one. Click on create new workflow, and then we're going to give the workflow a name. Okay, so we're going to say listing leads follow up. All right, now the first thing we want to do is we want to create what is called a trigger, or what is going to start this follow-up sequence. Like, well, how do we know which leads we're going to actually follow up with? So we want to follow up with the leads who have opted into our Facebook lead format, right? So we're just going to click on this, add new workflow trigger, and then we're going to come over here. You can change the name if you like, but I'm just going to leave that as is. We're going to click on CRM, and we're going to change this to Facebook, because we want to go through and be able to follow up with everyone who opts in through our Facebook lead format for our listing lead campaign that we set up yesterday. So we're going to choose a workflow trigger, and we're going to click select on this, and the Facebook lead form is submitted. All right. And then from here, we want to add a filter, because we want to tell the system, hey, when a lead opts in through this specific lead form, which is the listing lead campaign we set up yesterday, we want to trigger, or we want to start this follow-up. So we're going to click on add filter, and we're going to select this right here, and we're going to say in form, and then we're going to select the form that we created yesterday. So let's say that the form we created was this 123 Main Street, Orlando, Florida. And that's why it's so important, like I was talking about yesterday, to go through and make sure you have a clear name of your lead form so you can go through and select it right here. So we're going to select the 123 Main Street, Orlando, Florida, and we're just going to hit save. Okay, so now every time somebody opts in through that Facebook lead format that we created yesterday, how do we want to handle this lead? So what I like to do first is send out an immediate email as well as an SMS to go and touch base with this contact, because studies show that if you're able to get in contact with the lead within the first 5 minutes, your conversion rate of that lead jumps up like 95 times, all right? So what I'm going to do first actually is click save on this, and we're going to go over here to add first action, and we're going to send an email. Right now, the great thing about this is I have right below this video the copy and paste email templates you can go through and use. So I have them all on this real estate emails doc. So for this one, this is the listing leads campaign. So we're going to come down here, and we'll say this is actually the one we're going to do. So I'm going to change the name right here, listing leads. So we're just going to select all of this, and we're going to put this in the body, and then we're going to select the subject, and we're just going to put that in the subject right there. So we want to make this as easy as possible. And then from here, the from name, you're going to put your name, and then from email, your email at gmail.com or whatever your email is. And then we want to come through here and just read this to make sure we've got everything up to date. So, hey, contact first name. So that's going to auto-populate. You don't have to do anything there. Thanks for requesting information on this beautiful home. Here's a link to view the photos of the home. Then want to put a link in here. Sometimes you can use a Google Drive folder if you want to upload the photos there, or more than likely you already have the photos of that home on your website or an MLS listing or something like that you can direct people to. Okay, so the address of the home is, just want to put in the address of the home, 123 Main Street or whatever the address is, and the asking price is, we'll just say something like $550K. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions. Just hit reply to this email, or you can call me at, and then this will automatically populate with your phone number, so you don't have to worry about that. Talk soon, it'll automatically populate with your name, and then or call, text us, and then your phone number again. Okay, so we're just going to hit save on that, and so we've got this first email. So we're just going to click save once again, and then from here we can go and add a follow-up SMS, okay, or text message. So we're just going to click on add. So over here, you can see all the things that we can do. So this is the external communication. If you want to send an email, SMS, call the person, do a voicemail drop, different things like that. And then also within the CRM, you can automatically add a tag to this person. So let's say we wanted to say, hey, this person is for the 123 Main Street listing. We're just going to add that new tag. And so that will automatically be applied to everyone that comes through the sequence. Okay, and then let's say we want to go over here and add an SMS, send a text message. So we click send SMS, and then I've got this automated follow-up right here. So we're going to say, we're just going to copy this, come back over here. And what we want to do is just change this out. So we want to do, click on custom values. And then for the contact, we'll do their first name. Okay, so this will automatically, whatever name they put on the lead form, it'll automatically populate. So, hey, John, hey, Joe, hey, whatever the name is. Just saw you were looking for more info on, and then you just do 123 Main Street. How soon are you looking to, and then we'll just edit this right here, to buy. And then we'll put in your name right here. Let's go to user, and then full name. And then you can put in your city. So like, let's say I'm in the Portland area, Portland Realtor, okay? So you can send a test SMS, so you can just put in your phone number right there, send a test SMS, see how that all works, and we're just gonna click on save, okay? So now once this lead form is submitted, instantly, all at once, we're gonna have an email that's sent out with the deliverables of everything we promised. There's gonna be a tag that's applied to this lead so that we can easily sift and sort and filter through them in the CRM. A text message is also gonna be sent out. And then what we're gonna do is we can click on this and we can wait a day or two before we go through and follow up with this person. So we're gonna scroll down to the bottom and we're gonna click on wait. And then I usually like to wait just 1 day. So we're gonna click on days and click on 1 and click save. So we're gonna wait 1 day. And then I usually like to follow up again via text message, because we've already talked about the importance and the value of texting. And so within 5 minutes, text messages have a 98% open rate. And so you're just more likely to get a response via text. So I'm gonna come over here and click on this, and I'm gonna send another text message. And over here, we've got the other follow-up messages. So we're just gonna copy this, paste this in here. Hey, first name, and this is what we wanna update. And I'll actually make the update so you guys don't have to do this in that Google Drive for you. So we're gonna say, hey, first name. And so right here on the custom values, the contact, that is the lead. That's the person opting in. And then the user, that would be you. You are the user of the software, right? So if you're trying to figure out the difference between, like, do I use the contact full name or the first name or the user first name? The user is you, the contact is the lead. So, okay, so hey, John, Joe, whatever, just wanted to check in and see if I could help answer any questions about the 123 Main Street listing. Okay, and the reason why I have a blank there is because if it's the buyer lead campaign, it'd be like about, purchasing a home in the Portland area, or about selling your home, or about whatever it might be. And then we say, let me know, and then we'll throw in custom values, user, full name. But like I said, I'm just gonna update that for you so you don't have to worry about it. And then we'll put in Portland Realtor, okay? Then we'll come over here and click save. And then we're just gonna do, obviously you can see how this whole thing works. You can go through and create as many follow-ups as you want, texting, email, for however many days you'd like. But what I'm gonna do is just gonna do one more, just kind of show you guys, walk through. So we're just gonna hit the plus. We're gonna wait 1 more day, wait, days, 1, save, and then so you just kind of like go through the whole sequence. Send out an email, it adds a tag and a text message all instantly. Okay, then we're gonna wait a day, and then we're gonna send this text message. Then we're gonna wait a day, and then we're gonna send 1 more text message. Okay, so we're gonna come over here, click on this one. And this text message is usually like a pretty solid one, just to like get somebody to actually engage, right? So this one is just kind of like a last resort. Hey, are you still interested in buying or selling a home in, whatever area you live in? So I'm going to put in, hey, first name, are you still interested in buying a home? Because they're obviously looking at a specific listing in, and then just put in your city. So this example, we're just doing Portland. And then we're going to say your name, okay? So the user, full name. All right, and then we're just going to hit save on that. And so now we've got our sequence. We're going to hit save. We now want to go and make sure it is published, and then we're going to hit save again. And then one last thing that I like to do is come over here to settings, and then you can see right here it says stop on response. I like to turn that on, because if somebody goes through and let's say they respond to the first text message day one, you don't want to keep following up with them with other text messages, right? So I like to do that. And then I also like to come over here on the sending window and click on specific times. And I like to do it every day of the week. Maybe you can take off the weekends or maybe take off Sundays, whatever you feel like is best. But then having a sending window. And what this means is let's say that somebody goes through and opts in at 2 a.m. Okay, because they're just like, they can't sleep. They're going through Facebook or Instagram. See your ad, they opt in, and it's 2 a.m. Well, that means that your follow-up text messages, if we're waiting a day, each one of those is going to be sent at 2 a.m. And you don't want that, right? That's just going to annoy the person. So we want to go through and choose whatever days you're okay with the messages being sent and whatever days you're okay with working and responding, and then going through and sending a time window. So probably you could go through and say, like, maybe I would do like 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Okay, that's not too late. That's not too out of the question. Whatever works best with your schedule, and then we just hit save. Okay, so those are some last things I like to do. And then from there, you're good. That's going to go through and follow up with every single one of your leads in this exact way. And you can always obviously go through and add more emails or text messages, but you can come over here and see like the status of all of the different contacts going through and the history of how each lead has engaged with your different messages. Okay, so now from here, we just go back to workflows and we can see our listing leads follow up right there, and we can access the rest of our account right over here. All right, so go ahead, go use the copy and paste documents, set it up exactly like I just showed you. And with that said, I will see you in the next video.